Hari Om Tat Sat.
Dear viewers, according to Hindu Puranas, Lord Sri Mahavishnu used to wear different avatars according to the situations to protect dharma from adharma activities. We will like to share the behind stories of all avatars of Lord Mahavishnu. In this video, we will know behind story of Matsya Avatara according to the Bhagavata Purana. Before knowing of Sri Mahavishnu Matsya Avatara, we'll know about the time duration of yugas. We have 4 yugas: Satya Yuga or Kruta Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, Kali Yuga. Now we are living in Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga duration is 4,32,000 of years. Dwapara Yuga duration is 8,64,000 of years. Treta Yuga duration is 12,96,000 of years. Satya Yuga duration is 17,28,000 of years. Combination of all these 4 yugas is called Divya Yuga. 71 Divya Yugas is called Manvantara. 14 Manvantaras is called one Kalpa. One Kalpa is equal to Lord Brahma one day. At the end of his day of Brahma decided to sleep. At this time, the most powerful demon Hayagriva stole the Vedas from the mouth of Brahma and entered into the waters of annihilation and started to misuse the Vedas. Then Brahma prayed to Lord Vishnu to protect from this situation. At the beginning of the Swayambhuva Manvantara, Lord Sri Mahavishnu decided to form himself as a Matsya to kill demon Hayagriva and rescued the Vedas which had been stolen by demon. After this, Lord Sri Mahavishnu delivered the Vedas to Brahma. Dear viewers, Sri Lord Mahavishnu appeared as Matsya twice in this Kalpa. First time to kill Hayagriva and to protect Vedas. Second time we'll know now. There was a highly virtuous and pious king named Satyavrata or Vaivasvata Manu who ruled over the southern part of the Bharatavarsha. They used to call it as a Dravida Desham. One day, he went to Kritamala river to do his morning traditional prayers. While he is doing prayer with water, he saw a tiny fish in the water cupped in his palms. Satyavrata decided to throw the fish back into the water. But the small fish said, "King, king, why did you throw me into the river again? I am a small fish. Big fish will eat me. Don't drop me into this river. I am so scared. Please protect me." Then Satyavrata gave shelter in his water pot to the small fish and he went back to his ashram. Within one night, the small fish grew so much that it was difficult for it to remain in the water pot. The fish again offered prayers expressing that it did not want to remain in that difficult condition. It wanted to be kept in a bigger pot where it could move about freely. So the king put the fish into the water of big oak. But in that place, within a few minutes, it again expanded to the length of 3 hands. Upon the repeated prayers of the fish, it was placed in the pond, then a large freshwater lake, finally the ocean. While entering into the ocean, The fish spoke to the king Satyavrata in a humorous way. There are many large crocodiles and other creatures in the ocean. They will eat me. It is not proper to leave me here. The king replied, "You are making fun of me in your form as a fish? Within one day, you have occupied the entire area of this huge freshwater lake. I have never seen or heard of such an amazing and powerful aquatic. You must surely be the Supreme Lord Hari. Although all your Leela avatars are for the eternal welfare of living beings, what is the purpose of your appearance as a fish? Please tell me." Then Lord Vishnu replied, "Dear Satyavrata, listen it. On the seventh day from today, the three worlds will be inundated by the waters of annihilation. I will send you a big boat at that time. You should put all kinds of herbs and seeds on the boat. Surrounded by the seven great sages, you should ride on that great boat with all the living entities and float freely on the ocean of annihilation. When your boat troubles you due to the force of strong wind, you should tie the boat to my horn using the great serpent Vasuki. I will pull the boat with you and all sages until the night of Brahma ends." After these instructions, Lord Sri Mahavishnu disappeared. After his disappearance, King Satyavrata was waiting for the time foretold by Srihari. He sat down on Kushagras facing the northeastern direction and meditated on the lotus feet of Lord Matsya. At that time, he saw that terrible rainfall was filling the ocean to cover the land on the shore and was gradually covering the whole earth. Being very much afraid, the king began to look for shelter. Suddenly he saw that great boat had come to him, taking herbs, seeds, and so on with him. The king boarded the boat along with the best of all seven sages. The seven sages asked the king to meditate Lord Vishnu for protecting from this danger. Upon meditating steadily, the king saw that Lord Matsya has appeared. His body was 1,000,000 miles long, glowing like a gold, and he had a long straight horn on his head. As instructed, the king used Vasuki as a rope and tied him to the horn of the giant fish. The fish swam over the floods, pulling the ship to reach mighty Himalayas. All through the voyage, the fish discoursed the king on the entire gamut of sacred literature. Once the great floods subsided, all the seeds gathered in the ship were thrown on the earth. All the representatives of the different animal species started procreating once again. Vaivasvata Manu performed a huge sacrifice and yajna to propitiate the gods. With the blessings of gods, a beautiful damsel named Ida appeared from the fire and married Manu. Both of them gave rise to the human race once again. This is the story of Sri Mahavishnu Matsyavatara according to Bhagavata Purana.
Hari